What's up, everyone? Welcome to the very first episode of Beyond Business Playbook,
where Filipino entrepreneurs learn how to scale smarter, lead better, and grow faster.
I'm Donovan,
and I am Dale.
and we are your hosts for this podcast.
Sa show na to, pag-uusapan natin kung paano maging maayos ang business mo.
Hindi lang sa numbers, but for people, processes, and structures.
Paano makakatulong ang organizational development para ma-unlock ang full potential ng business.
And today, we have someone who's personally mentored us and whose guidance already helped a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners who overcome the same struggles.
Burnout, team challenges, and lack of structure. This man is a seasoned business strategist and an organizational development expert who specializes in building scalable, high-performing, and sustainable businesses.
So let's welcome Coach Russ Huson. Palakpakan naman natin, guys. Perfect.
Parang excited pa ako sa inyo. Thank you guys. Thank you for supporting me here. I'm really honored and excited for this first ever episode.
Yes, let's
Let's
go.
get it on.
In this podcast, Coach, we're going to talk about a lot of the struggles of
Right.
entrepreneurs. And let's dig into the point na agad, Coach,
Sige.
Because we've talked to a lot of business owners,
Alright.
and a lot of them are overwhelmed
Yep.
in what they do, and they are already the CEOs.
Yep.
And the question is, what's the biggest mistake of these leaders kung bakit sila natatrap in this consistent feeling of burnout in the business?
Oh, that's a very good question because again, you know that every day, siguro nakakatanggap ako ng 10 to 20 messages
from CEOs, founders, most probably those who are just starting, but they're now very successful, and yet stress and anxiety is so real to them because siguro mali yung kanilang definition ng CEO. No? Ang tingin ko kasi, yung overwhelmment nila galing sa CEO na alam nila, which is Chief Everything Officer, which means they do everything. They are setting the vision, they're setting the mission, sila ang nagsasabi ng direction, but they are actually doing it
all and nobody is beside them, although they have people around them, there are people below them, but it's not functioning the way they function it simply because again they made it all about themselves. So most important part here is let's understand
maybe a lot of organizations, especially coming from traditional organization, they always see that the CEO is the end all and be all. And therefore, when you have that ego that it has to be me, no, I cannot trust people, then that's where the overwhelmment, that's where the anxiety comes in. Most of the investment is just maybe from the products or the services or the branding, or maybe putting up a really nice office, or maybe their Facebook ad, but they forgot the most important asset of every business, which is actually people. So which means the lot of organization I see right now, walang people technology.
Correct.
Walang people empowerment, and that's where all the trouble comes in. So they do everything. That's why I call them Chief Everything Officer.
I really love that what you've said, Coach. Kung paano yung definition mo ng other CEOs, kung paano sila mag-operate because they have this ego na i-control lahat ng nangyayari in their operation.
Yeah, the organization right now is so sick. It's cancer, irreparable because again, the founders, the CEO themselves, it's managing their business in 2 things. Number 1, command and control. Ako mag-uutos at iko-control ko lahat. Sa akin lahat nagagaling. It's very tiring. It's very heavy because I carry all the load. Okay? And if you notice CEO, they
Have a strong idea that as a CEO, kailangan busy ka, kailangan stress ka, hindi ka pwedeng makausap. Little did they know that what's stopping them from creating what they truly want is for them to start empowering others.
And this is not available, not because they don't want it, but maybe they don't know how, because in the end, we just want quick fixes. No? Puro left and right meeting, hindi mo makausap, i-message mo after 10 years pa sumagot kasi nga puro emergency ang nangyayari.
And this causes a lot of stress and anxiety, not only for the owners, for the CEO, but for the entire organization.
I'm also guilty about it because on the earlier stage talaga ng mga business owners, yan yung normal thinking na dapat lahat control ko, dapat lahat ako tumatrabaho niyan. And at the end of it,
burnt out, feeling pagod. Why? Because hindi nag-delegate, hindi nag-leverage to the people na kailangan nilang i-guide and turuan. And what I realize, what you've shared, Coach, now, because a lot of owners then think they should have the grip in their business. But ang nangyayari, the business have the grip on them. Meaning, nahihirapan tuloy silang mag-expand because masyado silang minamando ng business nila. So, nagiging empleyado sila ngayon ng
Yeah,
business.
may kilala nga ako, no? Manganganak na lang yung wife, hindi pa pwedeng pumunta sa ospital kasi hindi nakaka-operate yung negosyo kung wala sila. No, napunta na sa hospital, habang panganganak, maraming desisyon na kailangan siyang mag-decide at hindi kayang desisyon ng mga tao niya. And again, that's not a unique story, but I guess a lot of business owners are into that space and talagang nakakaawa. Something that we want to start looking into, that we can start helping people na there's another way of doing it. And that's something that I want to spread. You can be in an ease and flow, at the same time run your business without you, scale your business without you. And I'm just so excited na right now I'm handling 17 companies.
Wow.
These are not small-time companies. These are huge companies, some of them at a billion level, wherein I still have a lot of time, energy, and effort to look for more things I want to do. Because again, my business is not dependent on me, but my business is solely dependent not just on the technology, not just on the brand, not just on whatever that is in the business field, but it's really on the people technology, which means people will be our greatest focus, biggest asset for organization.
You've shared that you have 17 companies under you. Are the culture or the structure or the biggest mess that they've done in their company before? What did you do to create a more structure na mas nag-scale and at the same time, mas nagkaroon ng alignment with the growth that they want?
Yeah, again, the biggest mess is because they're the leader, they're the owner. They now start to take a look at on it has to be them. Okay, and maybe there's too much fear in trusting people. There's too much fear in letting go of the control. And then it has to be them. Not knowing that at the end of the day, number one, okay, kailangan lang may clarity of roles.
Yeah.
Okay? And with the clarity of roles, kailangan we can now start to hold them accountable with the decisions that they're gonna make, because the bottleneck is really just coming from one person. But more than that, no, marami tayong systems sa business pero zero systems tayo in terms of how we are in number one, attracting people who we want to be in our organization. Karamihan ng nag-on-board kung sino-sino na lang. No? And kaya sakit ng ulo natin. But don't just look at your attraction. You also have to create a selection process for your business. Part of that selection process, you also have to have an onboarding process wherein we're sure that our principals, you hire for attitude and you train for skills. And most important part here is we have number 4, nurturing them. Make sure that we're not just raising employees, we're raising business partner na magkakaroon ng malasakit, because in the end, when we have this culture, organization becomes self-managed. Ibig sabihin, people are just doing what they're supposed to do and even go beyond because we train them. They become self-motivated. So ibig sabihin, again, incentives are important, bonuses are important, but not unless we define what's important to our employees. They will just work and they're just after of the bonus and incentive, which is very cheap, by the way. But I think the most exciting part about all the organizations I'm handling right now is they're self-sustained, which means they stay with you for the rest of your life. Number one problem na karamihan ng organization right now, people are just moving from one work to another work.
Correct.
Especially the new generation. Kasi hindi na sila naniniwala ng long-term employment. They have all the options in the world. They can do a lot of things online, and therefore, pag hindi nila nakukuha yung gusto nila in terms of culture, medyo nakakatakot yun.
Maraming mga business owners, sinasabi nila na kailangan ko mag-hire ng bagong staff or kailangan ko mag-hire ng more salespeople. In your experience, bakit yung pagdadagdag ng mga ganong klaseng workforce hindi nakakatulong sa business owners?
Nakakatulong siya sa mas maraming pera pinapalabas. Kaya pinakamalaking stress rate ng business owner is, again, yung monthly lang pinapalabas na pasweldo, of which pwede namang hindi. Again, karamihan ng organisasyon pinasok ko from let's say a 600 workforce to nag-scale kami up until 100 na lang. Again, unang-una, walang attraction strategy. They just onboard anyone and everyone. Again, not that it's bad, except maybe we should understand people will only perform to the degree of how we have our culture to support them that they can actually perform in our organization. Okay? Pangalawa, again, selection. Balik pa rin tayo. No? Who are we selecting? In the end, if we now start to put up a really good program for our people and create that as a new culture where people who's gonna come in will just plug in, I'll tell you, people will be productive. At the end of the day, right now with the organization that I have, hindi na kami nanila sa 8 to 5 thing, the 8 hours. It's really letting them understand that it's the value that we want to pay you more than just the time that you have. So which means it's all about being busy or being productive. So which means we teach people about productivity. We teach people about how they can be more effective in what they do with the roles that they're given. So, medyo madugo ang proseso because in the end, 100% ng business owners na alam ko na stress and overwhelmed, ang punot dulo, hindi funds. Kasi may funds sila pang expand.
Yeah.
Hindi market. Ang laki ng market. Kung hindi, ayaw na nila mag-expand kahit may funds, may market. Kasi sinong gagawa niyan? Ako na naman ang gagawa.
Totoo.
No? And sabi ko, alright, easy. We just have to take a look at on how do we now assess ano ba ang current organization mo? Ano ang current leadership mo? Ano ang current culture mo? Because all of these things that's going on in the organization is just a reflection of how you build your organization. And a lot of times they don't know ganun pala yun. Which means let's now take a look at on how can we now create more businesses that it's dependent with a lot of means and ways to people who you are with. And sabi ko nga, pat pa nandyan yan? Kasi coach, loyally. Kami nagsimula nito. At sabi ko, sige, number 1, in as far as character is concerned, at a scale of 1 to 10, anong character niyan? Sabi ko, do they show up on time? Do they put up drama?
Correct.
Do they justify na mahirap? Ay coach, ang daming drama, ang daming hirap. Alright, so mababa ang character. Ba't pa nandyan? Kasi nga, loyal. Kasi kasama ko nagsimula. Pangalawa, competence. Yung galing nila. Yun bang pag may sinabi ka, sasabihin ka agad, yes boss, sagot ko na yan. Tapos right there and then, may sagot na, may solusyon na. Sabi, yun na nga problema boss eh. Ang daming problema. Ako nagsasabi ng problema. Ako nagsasabi ng problema. Wala silang ginawa ako hindi umangal. So again, why are you keeping them?
Yeah.
Competence is very important. And lastly, contribution. May ambag ba? Hindi nga nagiging pabigat. And why are they still there? Simply because, again, minimum requirement is loyalty. Siyempre, you have to be loyal to the hands that's feeding you.
Correct.
Minimum lang yan. Do we have an opportunity to raise their level of character? Because if not, that's our job. Hindi naman tinuro to sa office. Hindi naman to tinuro sa bahay. Tayo magturo. Because it's when we teach them character of who we are and what we do, i-duplicate ng character mo, chances are you have great people.
Yeah.
Number 2, competence. Yung galing nila sa basketball, volleyball na yung laro mo ngayon eh.
Tama.
Yeah.
So iba pa rin yun.
Totoo.
And that creates a lot of tension in the organization. Tapos number 3 is, kala natin pag nag-overtime, masyadong maaga, ako I don't mind, you don't show up in my organization as long as meron tayong pinag-usapan, you deliver more than behind it. And I think that's where I want us to start looking into and reconstructing, reconfiguring how we are in our organization, how we are in our leadership, how we are in our culture. But then again, I'll bring this back to the leader. How have you been nurturing your people?
Ang pinipili mo mostly is sa character talaga ng tao, hindi basta magdagdag ng tao.
Yeah.
And at the same time, i-grow sila to have better character, to be more competent, and nagko-contribute sa organization mo.
Yeah, especially right now, AI na tayo.
Totoo.
Right? Bawal na yung hindi ko po alam. I mean, you were there in one of our businesses, construction. Pati construction worker, nagsasabi na, alright, madali lang yan. I-chat GPT ko, wow. Bawal na yung hindi ko po alam.
Correct.
Or hindi ko po kaya yan. Bawal na yan. That's a culture that we breed. That's why, yeah, from a 600 organization, naging 100, tapos nag 10x pa yung volume simply because again we only keep people who do have again the character that we want, who do have the competence that is needed at the moment, but most probably because they know their value is not just because they're there 8 to 5, their value is there because they have something to contribute in the business as if they act as your business partner.
How do you make this conversation with the CEO that you're partnering with? Kung itong mga CEO na to, they're reactive, they're emotional, they are attached to their people na hindi naman ganun ka-productive or nagde-deliver in the company. What's the first thing that you do in helping them realize na ito yung mga something na dapat kong ayusin to make my company runs smoother.
Of course, we acknowledge them. Thank you for, again, the humility.
To raise your hand and I need help. Most business owner, mataas from the outside, I got it. Kaling ko.
Correct.
Right? But the inside, wasak na.
Ito.
So the first thing here is raise your hand. I need help. And don't worry because when you have a conversation with me, it all starts with, all right, in the next 3 to 5 years, what's a perfect picture for you in your business? What's most exciting thing that you want to see? And then from there, we're going to ask them, nasaan ka versus that? The most important question here is, what's the current struggle with your culture, with your people? And absolutely, pare-pareho lang. Number 1, ang hirap maghanap ng tao. Recruitment. Problema nila yan. Pangalawa, engagement. Na on board mo na, pag sinabing 8 to 5, 8 to 5 lang. Talagang disengage. No? Problema yan. Pangatlo, people are excited about work. Parang pag sinabi mong eto lang. Hindi nag-go beyond. That's what we call really productivity issues.
Yeah.
And number 4, para sa akin, yung palipat-lipat. Ang retention, napakababa. That's where it is now to take a look at on. We need to start reviewing and assess ano bang organizational structure mo.
Yeah.
Now, the most important question here is, willing ka bang to take a new path? Because if you still want to keep the old path, I'll guarantee you this problem, never-ending cycle of just one problem after another problem. Wala pa ako nakita at narinig na business owner na sinabi, hindi solusyon yan. In fact, 100% of what I say is their solution, except the biggest question here is, are you willing to release your attachment?
Yeah.
Are you willing to release your control? Are you gonna open yourself up to, number 1, willing ka bang magbago? Kasi pag hindi ka willing magbago, tapos mga tao mo lang gustong pabaguhin, wag na tayo mag-usap kasi useless lang ito. Because may kasabihan tayo, as above, so below.
Correct.
Number 2, willing ka bang i-let go yung mga taong namili or choose not to change? Pag willing ka, then we have a deal. And number 3, of course, willing ka bang mag-invest? Okay? Kasi di ba ang investment natin sa product natin, sa office natin, sa lahat ng kailangan nating investan, but sa tao hindi natin investan, which is nakakalungkot. Maraming sasabi, ba't ako mag-i-invest dyan? Aalis lang naman yan. Hello, mas nakakatakot. They stay long enough and you don't even train them.
Correct.
Ano sila? Flower base?
Correct.
Halaman? Poster? Walang silbi? We need to take a look at that. And I think that's the risk that they want to embrace. But this is one thing I'll guarantee you. When we start nurturing them, when we start growing, when we start expanding them, when we start transforming them to a very powerful leader, 90% of the time gonna stay with you. The 10% because maybe they have better opportunity, but I would love to see them have better opportunity because their opportunity in my organization may not fit what they want. Which is my loyalty to my people is not to my business, but my loyalty to my people is on their dreams. Go ahead, do your dreams. Because I know when I bless you, He will bless me back.
Ano sa tingin mo yung something na pwedeng baguhin ng leaders sa mindset nila na instantly magbabago yung organization nila?
Nako, madugo yan because in the end, I have this belief that the reason why hirap na hirap ang karamihang successful business owners because all they know about investment, time, energy, and a lot of money is invested in their business. And nothing wrong around it, but when your business grow, you earn a lot. But when your business fail, you did not grow, then that's where the devastation comes in. So ang pinakaunang magbabago dyan, willing ka ba mag-set aside ng time, energy, and a lot of money
To start investing in you.
Wow.
To start investing in, number 1, personal mastery. Ito yung pinaka-feeling ko nire-resist because, again, sa kakahasel, sa kakagrind, nakalimutan ang health.
nakalimutan yung family, nakalimutan yung growth. All their life is all about what? Emergency. Firefighting. Not knowing the reason why people are doing important and urgent things because maybe business owner don't value to do the things that are important but not urgent. What am I talking about here? Is health important? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it urgent?
No.
It depends.
Okay. Kailan ka lang mag-urgent kung inatake ka na? Klaro, sabi nga, if you have thousands of problem, you have thousands of problem.
Correct.
Oh.
But if you have health problem, you only have one problem. So which means, pag hindi ka nakafocus in taking care of your health, puyat-puyat ka, ni hindi ka nagwe-workout, ni hindi ka
Nagtitake time to rest, yung energy mo, yan yung nilalagay mo.
Yeah.
At ipupush mo, hanggang said ka na, ubus ka na. And again, that's the biggest problem because again, addicted karamihan ng business owners, ng CEO, to just push further because again, this is where all the money comes in. That's number one. Number two, is family relationship important? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it urgent?
It depends.
Oh yeah, magiging urgent lang kung hihiwalayan ka na kasi wala ka ng time sa kanya eh.
Correct.
Yeah.
Magiging urgent lang kung yung mga anak mo wala nang hindi mo na mahanap kasi nga hindi ka naglaad ng time eh.
Mariwara na.
Now, this is the most important. As a business owner, is it important to grow your mind, to be in a space wherein you're growing, you're expanding?
Yes.
Is it important?
Yes, definitely.
Is it urgent?
Yes.
No.
No.
Most business owner, they don't even take time out to attend this, to read this, to do this. Simply because, again, nakatutok lang siya
Yeah.
sa kitaan.
Busy ako.
Ang the best part nito, if I can shift their mindset to make sure you prioritize your personal transformation,
Yeah.
because this is what I believe, your business is not your business. But it is just an expression of your personal transformation. So if I have transformed myself as the ceiling of the organization and I keep on going bigger, going better, because you are the ceiling of your business. So which means make sure that the ceiling goes higher, goes better. And that is where I think the excitement comes in. Ako immediate kagad when we enter organization and they fully surrender and they say, sige coach, okay, I'll take time. Again, I promise I'm gonna sleep 10 p.m. I'm gonna wake up as early as 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna meditate for 1 hour.
Wow,
Okay, I'm gonna do
commitment.
my steps. And I'll take time to attend training, retreats, nurture myself. Guaranteed, immediate. Number one, may peace of mind sila.
Correct.
Right? Yan lang naman gusto natin, di ba?
Totoo.
Why do we want more money? Because we have peace of mind.
Yes.
But because we're running after money, we lose out of peace of mind. Number two, they'll have time freedom. They can do a lot of things that they really want. That's important to them. But number three is also they feel fulfilled. Because again, para sa akin, money is useless not unless you don't feel good about yourself.
Correct.
Right? And because they have peace of mind, they have happiness through time freedom, and they have fulfillment, guaranteed. And you've been to all the organizations I have. Humihirap ba or never-ending yung increase ng volume ng sales?
Never ending. Talagang nagugulat sila with the exponential growth that's happening in their company.
Exactly. And that's where we come in. Now, the peace of mind comes with the support system that we all do. Na, you were there. One day pa lang tayo nandoon, right? We were in
Instant peace of
instant peace of mind. Then, kasama natin 4 days. Nagla mierda. Instant time freedom. But when they saw the chat room of their people, kakaproud naman to. Now, their level of fulfillment is so high and that becomes so addicting.
Yeah.
Now, I may not promise increase profit right away, but most of the time,
Increased profits
increase profit
talaga.
right away.
Right away.
Because again, the frequency, the energy, the vibration, the happiness,
Is in full alignment with the source, then that's where the answer comes in.
Wow, coach. Kasi karamihan sa labas, ang naririnig ko talaga is, this is how you run the business. Puro how. Pero sa'yo, ang naririnig ko is, who runs the business? Mas importante, who runs the business compared to how to run the business.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I always say, when the who is clear, whatever how will just be working on.
and I've seen that already. And again, if you're gonna talk to all the business owners and CEOs who I work with, talagang they can say, grabe coach. Recently, we have one company, they have high-level executives, COC, COO, directors, 7 sila. And then sabi ko, all right, we're just here to support you because somehow threatened naman sila kasi nga may bagong team na darating and the teams are what? 17, 19, 21 years old. Yung level ng how nito, eto. Alright? Yung level ng who nito, ito. Yung level ng how ng mga interns natin ito, but yung who ito. Right? After 1 month, what happened, Dale? Right? Kasi mataas yung who,
Yeah.
yung how na i-match.
Correct.
So chances are, pag hindi umayos si COO, si director, si manager, they can be replaced right away with our teenagers because the who is so solid.
Wow.
The who is so clear And the how are just in the chat GPT, are just in the community.
It's all available.
It's all available. The strategy can change anytime.
But the bigger question is, are you able to embrace brand new strategy?
Naka-experience ka na ba ng mga CEOs na nire-refuse nila na i-embrace tong mga changes and growth na to kahit yung business nila nagda-downtrend na?
Okay.
And
It's
we want to know, ano yung mga tutunan mo to them?
It's not that they're refusing it. They really want it, except maybe it's so ingrained. No? Katulad ng lola mo, di ba?
Yeah.
Pag sinabi mo sa lola mo na, ano bang example ng lola mo na may bago
Mga pamahiin, mga ganun.
may bago pamamaraan na kahit isang libong tao nagsabi, maganda ito. Yung maganda sa kanya, yun pa rin ang kanyang tinitake. So again, they're not bad people except maybe the word is ingrained masyado nang nakatatak na eto na. No? Some of them tried it, some of them did it, but if you do not fully surrender to the new way of doing it, you'll just be coming back and forth. And I'll guarantee, lahat nung nag-attempt,
tapos hindi nag-fully surrender, balik
Yeah.
pa rin sa original.
Putting in clarity kung ano ba yung gusto talaga nila. Kasi if you do not match with these people, you have to let it go talaga eh. And we're not attached naman din no, with this type of
People or leaders when that happen.
hindi kasi what I know is I have a gold mine. If you cannot afford to, do your pickaxe, wag na lang. Because, I cannot do this for you. We have to do this together. It's a partnership.
Yeah. Curious coach, how do you find partners in business?
Of course, I make myself available online content. Okay? A lot of business owners approach me. So I have more offers and I don't remember asking for partnership. But I guess I'm just clear. Are we aligned
Yeah.
or not aligned? Yun lang. So,
How will you know coach na align kayo ng tao na to?
unang-una pakiramdam, excited ba ako
Mamit to, hindi. Pangalawa, fully surrendered ba siya
yeah.
doon sa mga new ways of doing it? Kasi kung hindi yan align. Pangatlo, willing ba siyang to pay the price in letting go of the old ways, in letting go of the people maybe na nakasama niya from the beginning? Because again, the biggest danger here is if people who are not aligned will just naturally fall out. Again, ako, isa lang basehan ko. Do I feel good? Do I feel excited about this? Kasi kung hindi naman ako excited, hindi siya level 10 na hell yes, wag na lang.
Yeah, I love that coach. No? Kasi a lot of business owners din naloloko lang sila basta-basta because excited sila sa pwede maging result but they didn't check kung align ba talaga yung practices, mga new ways
Yeah.
of doing business.
I think I have consideration, no? Number one, kaya maraming naloloko, kaya maraming nasaktan sa mga
Yeah.
partnership. Because unang-una, ang tanong ko, did you do your, I should say, homework
in making sure ano bang track record ng taong yan? Kasi every time I meet someone na excited ako at excited sila, automatic, coach, how can we be partners? Sabi ko, kinikilig ako dahil crush din kita at crush mo rin pala ako.
Sandali, bago tayo magkasintahan,
Yeah.
pangit yung word. Okay? Date muna tayo.
Yeah.
Okay? So the dating stage is between 3 to 6 months kasi makikita mo na anong ugali nito. Makikita mo na align ba talaga.
No, so, again, that's something that I look into. Number one, track record, character. Kung itong taong to giving ba? In a space of contribution, hindi madamot, then usap tayo. Isa sa pinaka-importanting malaman ng mga business owners, yung profit for me only right now will never work. Which means a new mindset right now for business owner is prosperity for all. If you want your people to be excited,
To go beyond, okay? You must make sure kung ikaw ay nag-e-enjoy because kumikita ka ng malaki, kailangan gano'n din yung mindset mo sa kanila.
Correct.
Agree.
Right? So, let's be real. Minimum wage, magkano ba ngayon?
kasi 600 o magkano pamasahe papunta sa office?
100 siguro.
100, back and forth na yan or 200.
200,
So 400 na tira, magkano kakainin? In a day
200 minimum.
200. So 200 na tira, pamasahe. Tapos sa pamasahe, kuryente, tubig, ano
Upa.
pang natira?
Correct.
That's something I'm really sad about, but also will tell Filipinos that yes, you may enter as a minimum wage earner. You do your best, you grow, you contribute. Kasi kung hindi ka mapagbigyan ng promotion dyan sa company mo, somebody will see your greatness. You'll be pirated.
Correct.
But right now, the new business owners, they're really
Wanting to help their company. They're really wanting na Narinig mo kahapon, gusto ko lahat ng empleyado ko maganda ang buhay.
Yeah.
Paano ba yon?
Yeah.
Right?
Coach, speaking of that, yung mga business owners na nakakasama natin, tinatanong nila sa'yo na kung paano nila masiscale yung business nila. At ang sinasagot mo lagi, kailangan meron tayong systems, structure, and tamang leadership. Can you explain that to our audience? Bakit yun yung advice mo sa mga business owners?
Again, the capacity of your team is impacted on your leadership capacity. Kasi pag hindi nag-increase yung leadership mo, nag-increase yung iyong volume of business,
Stress ang tawag dyan. So which means, para sa akin, nandyan na yung business structure mo, nandyan na yung other things that has something to do with business. But if you don't have people structure, people technology, nag-iisa ka, bit-bit mo naman lahat. Correct. So which means, 100% of organizations ay wala eh. So on board, hinar, kasi kailangan ng clerk siya forever. Unlike what we do is we give people dignity.
Yeah.
And when we give people dignity, that these people can actually make a difference, but we need to start putting there the most important thing of your role as leader, tatlo lang. Okay, number one, you need to make sure that you are gonna nurture and train and brainwash your people of a certain level of awareness. So that's the first step. Awareness that everyone is responsible if they choose to. So karamihan ng problema sa office, is it work problem or life problem?
Life problem yan, coach.
Okay, why? Ang awareness ng karamihan ng natin Pilipino is madrama.
maraming justification, maraming excuses, maraming blame, maraming stories. And if we still tolerate that, paulit-ulit yung problema. So we need to train our employees to think that you are responsible with whatever is going on in your life.
Yeah.
Number two, I am capable. Which means a lot of complaint ng mga business owner is talagang pag binigyan mo ng bagong instruction, kumakamot ka agad ng ulo. Hindi ko po kaya yan, parang hirap po.
Yeah.
But what if na-train mo siyang mag-isip na kayang-kaya mo yan? Kung hindi mo man alam, kaya mong aralin, gawan mo ng paraan. Ano pakiramdam?
Very empowering.
Yeah, did you see all our teenagers?
Yeah.
My God.
Ang lalakas ng loob.
Ang lakas ng loob kahit hindi alam. Kasi bakit? Ang mindset nila, kaya ko yan, kakayanin ko
Capable,
yan.
yeah.
Right? Capable. But lastly also, number three is I matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means, kung late ka, tatamaan lahat yan. Ganun ka kaimportante.
Wow.
So, which means, yan yung first job mo is to train their mindset, let them experience of these three most powerful identity.
Yeah.
That's number one. How will that be reinforced? Number two is what we call relationships. So a lot of organization, the way they build relationships, magpapa-team building, magpa-pizza, mag-billiard, mag-karaoke, that's not the relationship I'm talking about. The relationship I'm talking about is to make sure that every week, non-negotiable, number one, may accountability meeting.
Yeah.
It has to be structured wherein it's not only you, the owner, or not only the position leader will run it. Everyone, from the highest rank to the lowest rank, they'll have to have an accountability meeting structure. What will happen in the accountability meeting structure? Number two, weekly recognition.
Yeah.
Right?
Very important.
That's very
Hindi
important.
yearly, coach?
Hindi. Ako, like today, hindi pa nga tayo nagsisimula.
Halos luluhuran ko na, ini-account ko ng recognition. Ano pakiramdam? Wala pa naman kayong mga sweldo
Masaya.
dito, di ba? Kahit walang sweldo,
Joy.
ikaw 3 hours ang biyahe mo, ikaw puyat ka pa, pero nandito ka, masaya, excited.
Yeah.
Di ba? Nagpakapila ng konti, pero
That's really important. It's a basic human need.
Yeah.
Ako, in principle, puriin mo habang nandyan pa yung pawis.
Tama.
Right?
Tama.
So recognition. Number three, very important is for them to also be given feedback. And the feedback must be balanced. Dale, eto yung maganda kong nakita ginawa mo last week. Eto nakita kong pwede mong i-improve. And with that feedback, kailangan number 4, merong coaching. Merong mentoring. So they get better, they have more proficiency, they have more efficiency, they're more effective, and they show up excited because they're getting better. Number 5, lastly, kailangan may learning session. They have to learn with you every week, and that's where we now start to experience all of this growing. So 3 areas. Number 1, awareness of who they are. Number 2, relationship. Lastly is what we call structure. And the structure here starts with, again, personal mastery, your self-care, your growth, your experience, your contribution. Number 2, also career mastery.
Yeah.
Which means kung anong career mo ngayon, if you are an HR, be the best HR.
Correct.
Now, we don't have to train them. Why? YouTube University, ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
There's a lot of communities that they can go to improve themselves.
Yeah.
However, they also need to have number 3, which is what we call leadership mastery. We teach everyone leadership. No? Remember, my driver becomes now a PA and he's now leading all the drivers.
Yeah.
Right? Why? Because binigyan natin ng leadership mastery. Now, if they want to be your partner, they also need to grow their business mastery.
Yeah.
Alamin na in and out so that they can be a business head, become a CEO in the future. But most probably the most important structure, my non-negotiable, is spiritual mastery, which is we make our creator, our source, I call him God, as the center, as the CEO.
I
A
love
lot
it.
of good value na makakatulong sa lahat ng business owners, not just in the Philippines, but I believe worldwide. And Coach Russ, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the values and experience na na-share mo to us, to our audience, sa lahat ng mga experiences mo with the business owners.
If you are a business owner and you find value in this, kung gusto mong maka-experience ng libreng full experience na leadership and culture assessment, just hit us up and we are here to support you.
Once again, thank you so much, Coach Russ, for being here, for giving us a lot of value. And again, this is Don
And this is Dale.
of Beyond Business Playbook, reminding you that real growth starts with the right playbook.
And like and follow us kung gusto nyo pa ng more tips on how to scale smarter and lead better.